Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. It is Thursday night, which means it's One Sheet Wonder night. I am Glenda Calkins and I'm here to show you my One Sheet Wonder project for tonight. Hang on because it is going to take a bit to get through all 6 of these cards. Yes, 6 cards from one 12 by 12 sheet. I'm going to be using the Country Woods Designer Series paper, and we are going to be making 6 different shaker cards. So hang on and let's get started. Let me change the camera. Alright, so this month in my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club, I am featuring the Country Woods Designer Series paper. And we are going to be using, not that print, let's see here, this print tonight. We're going to be using the 12 by 12 to create 6 cards. Yes, 6, and they are going to be all shaker cards, but each one is done a little bit differently. So if you are new to shaker cards, you're going to want to check this out. Some of the cards might be new to you, some might be repeats of some you've seen before, but I might have a tip or two that you have not heard of. And it's always nice to see it done with different prints and different stamp sets. Now, club members do not need the coordinating Country Birdhouse bundle to create their club cards, but if they wanted to do tonight's One Sheet Wonder, then they're going to need the Country Birdhouse, the bundle, as well as the Country Flowers bundle. And I also brought in the Timber 3D embossing folder. So those are my pretty much supplies. I'm also using the clear embossing envelopes. Those are right here. And then the tear tape, and then the foam strips. So lots of goodies. Tonight's cards do take a bit of prep. So be warned about that, but if there's one particular shaker card that you really like, the way I cut the cardstock can be used for all the shaker cards. So let's get started. We're going to use this print right here, and I'm going to cut it so that its planks are going vertical. So we're going to cut this at 4 inches. Let me get my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. All right, 4 inches. 4 inches, and then 4 inches. And I'm cutting that last one because you will note it is just a fraction longer there, and I want to make sure that all my pieces are the same. And then I'm going to take all 3. You can do them one at a time, but I'm going to do all 3 to once, and I'm going to cut them at 5 1/4. And 5 1/4. I got a little piece of window sheet stuck in there. So 5 1/4, and then these last 3 pieces I am going to hang on to this because I might change up how I use these 3. I have an idea. I did not create the cards because, like I said, there's a lot of prep work involved in tonight's cards. So I wasn't about to do it 12 times. Because we're doing 6 cards, and so I did not make 6 samples. So we're just going to take, we're going to use one of these for each of the cards. So I'm going to set those aside. We're going to use one. The first card, the base of the card is, you can kind of see my little cheat sheet here. The base of the card is the dark or basic gray, which is a little bit darker. You could also use smoky slate, beige, whatever you want your color base to be. So we're gonna, this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Fold that in half. So far we got just a regular card. We are going to use our 4 by 5 1/4, and I have a piece of Pretty in Pink that is 4 3/8 by 5 3/8, and that will fit on here. So you have just a little bit of that basic gray going all the way around. I put my matte my paper mat on my glass mat because I'm going to show you a tip on kind of almost the last two cards. So we're going to attach this Designer Series paper piece to the Pretty in Pink, like that. Now we're going to take one of those clear envelopes, and I gotta decide how this is going to go. Okay, so I'm going to put it in so that the flap is going to come down in the back like this. So this is my front. All right, so before I do that, though, I want to attach to the inside. I've already went ahead and die cut all the pieces, stamped my bird, colored him in with the Pretty in Pink blends. I stamped the birdhouse. We're going to attach that all, and I'm debating whether I want this. I think I might put this at the bottom and get that all attached in there. So I want it to be down really well because I'm going to put my sequins in there. So I'm going to see if I can do it with my adhesive here. You want your edges to be pretty well sealed down, otherwise your sequins is going to stick. And let me get this stuck down. I might use my glue. Whoops. I might use my glue here just to make sure that, and you know what I should have done was put the adhesive sheet on the back of this and just peeled it off. Didn't think about that, but that would be a great way to do that, because then you know it's stuck down really well. So make a note of that adhesive sheet. And then I'm just going to kind of outline my stuff here, just so that I know I have adhesive. And I want, oops, that came out, globs, which we don't really want because it's going to ooze out the side then. Kind of outline my whole thing here so I know I got good coverage. And what I'm going to do, so I don't get that oozing, is I'm just going to pat that off. Forgot about my tape on there. But now I won't have to worry about the oozing out the sides. I'm going to kind of center that over my, I think that worked really well, because it is good and stuck. And if a few sequins get stuck in there, I'm okay with that, because then you can see the sequins better. But now I got my fingers all inky, or not inky, sticky. Let me put, I'm trying to, because when you're dealing with these clear bags, you don't want any glue residue or anything sticky on your fingers, because then you're going to see it on the bag. All right, where's my front? Okay, so now I think I'm all set to put that down inside. This is going to fold back, looks good. So we're going to put our sequins in there. Maybe what I want to do is, before I put them in, just to be on the safe side, fold this over and give that, I want to try to get that folded over as tight as possible. I'm going to use my stuff here to get it tight. You can use your tear and tape too, but I think that will be okay. Nice and tight around the edge. And I'll put tear and tape in there. And then I just want to put, these are some sequins I had on hand. And the label's gone. They are retired, but I like the pink. Oh yeah, that's quite a bit. I could pour some out, but I think I'm good with it. I think that will be fine. And then I'm going to peel this off, and then we're going to tuck this down like so. And I can cut that a little bit off right there. And then that's going to go on the front of our card, just like that. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to use my tear and tape to attach that to my card front. So let me get this going all the way around, because of that bag and all this stuff, I want it to be sealed down really well. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to push that down in there so it really adheres very well. And then I'll take and remove my tear and tape. All right, and then we will carefully adhere that to my card base like so. You're going to have that glare tonight just because we're going to be doing window sheets and the clear envelopes. And I went a lot. I went all out with those sequins. And then for the inside, I'm just going to take a piece of white. I'm going to take one of those strips that was left over from the bottom, and I'm going to cut that at 3/4 of an inch. And there it is. I have my little bird. I stamped and colored with the blends 2 of those birds. I know pink bird, but I just wanted it to go with the pink sequins, the pink little birdhouse. So we're going to put that strip at the bottom, and then we're going to put our little bird right here. So I'm going to just add my adhesive to the back of the bird and pop that right there. Isn't he cute? And then we'll put this on the inside of our card. Now, I think this is the quickest and easiest way. Maybe not the quickest and easiest, but it's one of the quickest and easiest ways to make a shaker card. So that's card number 1. We're starting out slow and easy. Okay, card number 2. Again, all my card bases tonight are going to be either basic gray or the smoky slate. We're going to need one of our pieces that we cut from our designer series paper. And then this time I'm going to go with the boho blue, and then we need our clear envelope. And I've already got my bird and everything for that in the boho blue. So I'm going to attach this to the boho blue. So again, we're just going to have a little bit of that blue showing all the way around. And I'm going to go ahead, oh, I already stuck him on there. I'm going to go ahead and stick this on just like I did the last one. So let me get my liquid glue again. I don't know why I didn't think of the tear and tape. I'm usually pretty good with using tear and tape. Not tear and tape, the adhesive sheets. And we're going to put that right at the bottom here. All right, and then we'll glue our birdhouse. And I forgot to tell you, on this one, I die cut the birdhouse out of the boho blue, and then I embossed it. Can you see a little texture? A little bit. I embossed it with that timber embossing folder. All right, so everything is stuck down really well. So now I need to, I'm going to stick it right to this too. All right, now for this one, it is going to go, yes, like this. So everything is stuck down, just like a regular card. But now we're going to come up, we're going to open this up, and we're going to bring that envelope down, just like that. All right, then I'm going to, before I do that though, I think, no, it's this side. On the inside, I'm going to put a little bit of that tear and tape on the inside to secure that down, so no sequins. So I'm going to stick this down. All right, so that's going to go like that. We're going to attach that to the back. Yes, you will be able to see it on the back side, but I don't think that is a big deal. So let me lift up that tear and tape. That looks pretty snug down in there. Go ahead and seal that. So we know it's sealed in the back. We're going to flip this down and seal it down in the front. Now there might be some little stragglers that would get under that flap, so I'm just going to put a little bit of tear and tape at the top here. I got to put my sequins in there, so can't forget that. Now I have some blue and silver, a little bit of gold. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to feed some of that down in there. That looks pretty good. One landed. It looks like his eye. Looks pretty good. Kids love shaker cards. So if you got grandkids, big kids, they all love a good shaker. So I'm going to peel that off. And then I'm going to make sure that that is down good. Seal that. And so there you have it this way. So now I'm going to take the same thing, white for the inside. I'm going to take that other little piece that I cut 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to do the same thing. I just thought that was so cute. And then I colored the bird with the boho blue. I'm going to put that off so I don't get it on my table and get all sticky. Stick my little bird down to the side here. And it's good to go on the inside. Like so. See, how did I get one little oh, it's coming out the sides. Here I thought I had everything locked down. You might want to cut your card base a little wider because you'll notice that the clear envelopes are a little bit bigger. So maybe if you cut your card base, let's see, 4 3/8 wide, and then do the same, keep it by 11. That would make it a little bit tighter in here. so you can't get the sequins running away. So there's your tip there. I would just make that an 1/8 inch wider card base. That is some sequence going on there. And I didn't put any sentiments on these so that you can make them for any occasion that you like. My things probably were a little sticky, but I kind of like that. All right, so that's card 2. Card number 3, again, the card base is the basic gray, and this one I did cut a little bit wider. It is 4 3/8 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that in half. All right, and then we have our base, and I need another clear envelope, and this time we're going to turn it the other way, so the fold is going to be at the bottom. Our envelope is going to go over the top. Let's see, where's our fill-in section here? Right here. I'm going to fold that over. We are going to fold this down. See how by just that 1/8 of an inch it fits the card base way nicer? And I just want to give that a good crease. That is important. All right, so I got that good crease going on there. I'm going to turn that over, and you have that little slit where it opens up. So first what I'm going to do, this time I'm going to use, this is a Sparkle and Shine sequence. It's got like snowflakes, not snowflakes, I guess they're stars and circles. We're going to put some of that in there. And then I'm just going to take regular old tape, and I want to get just touching that flap, securing that closed. So I need to put that on the line on my grid paper there so I can see where it's at, because I just want to touch it closed. I don't want a big overhang. And then I'm going to just cut off my excess here. And I just was a dab short, and I'm just afraid I'll have some escapees if I don't close it up. All right, so we're going to line that up like so, and then fold this over the top like that and secure it shut. So I'm going to, where's my tape? Did I put my tape on the wrong side? No. Or did I? Goodness. This is worse than tearing tape. Where is Let me see. Okay, what? I have never had this much difficulty. There. Whew. Okay, so we're going to line that up at the bottom, across the top. And fold that over. All right, I'm going to just run my finger across here, try to crease that as well as I, oh, well, it didn't stick very well, so that might be half my problem. All right, so we are stuck down now. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tear and tape across the top edge there. Oh, you know what? I didn't put that on right. That should have gone at this way, up the bottom like this. Oops, that's all right. We can stick that. That will help hold it. So remember, your fold has to be at the bottom. My issues with my stupid trying to peel that strip off threw me off. Okay, so see how that is? Just like that. So let me get that. Actually, I might take that off a little bit. See if I can't center that better. I'm going to use some of this. And do like that. Much better. And you know what? Boy, this thing just threw me off tonight. We're going to start over with a new piece because that was not right. All right. I think I got a piece right here. It might be, it's a little bit not wide enough. So let me grab a piece. They do take some thinking. So I want 4 3/8. 4 3/8. Score it at 5 1/2. All right. Fold it in half. Now, is that going to not work? It's probably not going to work. I wonder if I can peel that off. Well, I'll cut that. We'll start over for this one. Okay, here you go. We're going to put our sequins in here. Then we are going to close that up with our tape. Let's see, where's my opening? Right here. So I'm going to use my tape, and like I said, you only want to tape just a little bit of that edge. So I'm looking at on my grid. That's probably why my other tape didn't come off good. I probably taped the easy pull down. Okay, I'm going to cut off the excess. There we go. Now, line it up at the bottom with the opening at the top. So see, open at the top. We're going to fold that over. Like so. Give that a good kind of burnish it with your fingernail. All right. So fold that over. Center that on that bag. Peel off. Wait a minute. That's the sticky part. Okay. Fold it over. This card you're going to know for sure how to do because you've seen me do it so much already. Fold that over so it sticks down. Like that. All right. Okay. Now, before I want to put some adhesive right here. All right, and we'll fold that back. Now it's completely sealed up. Now we're going to take our tear tape and we're going to run it along the outside edge on both sides and across the top edge, which would have been the top edge. Now it's going to be the bottom edge of our card. And across here. Burnish that really well. I promise you're going to like this card. And it really isn't hard. It's just remembering which steps you got to go in. Kind of everything is in reverse. And you're going to fold that closed. And this is your card front. So your front is that clear. Now you're going to come with this piece. You're going to place it on our, like inside of our card. So we're going to put that. Adhere that to the inside. Now you need to place to write. So I have some white. And then I have a layer of real red. Stars and the silver circle sequins. I'm thinking Christmas. Okay, so yep, you can use this for a Christmas card. And then where's my, it's hidden here. I have some red birds and the birdhouse. Now I'm going to put that so that my card is laying, and we're going to attach it to our envelope to the top. All right, so I'm just going to use my adhesive, and I'm just going to make sure that I got good adhesive going all the way around. And I'm kind of, I was going to center that kind of over that white and red layer. Probably line it up right against the white at the bottom there. And then I'm not going to use this. I didn't know what I would be using. And I'm going to put my bird, I'm going to pop him up right there. So let me get dimensional here. And I'm going to just kind of put him, I guess, just like that. And then I'm going to use the pearls. It is the basic gray and the smoky slate pearls. Oh, I wanted the little ones, so I'll have one of each color, I guess, because I'm about out of those. So there is that card. After it's been in an envelope or burnished really well, it'll lay it much nicer. So isn't that pretty? And then when you flip it up, you can see all your little sequins. You got room to write. You can even hide your writing underneath that section there if you don't want it showing through the front. But super cute. Just another way to use those clear envelopes and make it into a shaker. So this next one, we got a little bit of work to do with this one. Whoops. All right, so we're gonna take basic gray and we're gonna take one of our pieces and we're gonna attach it to the front here, but I'm just gonna attach it just a hair where I know that that house is gonna go, the birdhouse. And then I'm going to take my die, grab my birdhouse die here, and we're gonna put that on the front. I gotta grab some tape. So we're gonna grab our die cut machine and we're gonna die cut out the house through both layers. So let's get that. First I'm going to put a little bit of my Post-it note tape so my house don't move. I don't want such a big piece. Sometimes this Post-it note tape will rip my paper. And I do not want that to happen. That's probably good enough. Okay, let me grab my cut and emboss machine. All right, so now I gotta make my sandwich. And I have to put my house on there. And we're gonna just die cut that out. And you know what? While I got it here, I'm gonna do that with the next two actually. So the next one I will do out of smoky slate. So we got two pieces left of our designer series paper. Again, I just want to tack that kind of where that house is going to be so it's not going to interfere just a little bit, and center that like so. Let me take my house die off from here, and we will be using this little house. Now you can use both of them because the gray one I did on that first card. All right, so again, I'm gonna place this on here like so, and then we're gonna die cut that house out again. Make sure that my cardstock's in there. Oh, I gotta open it up. Or I would have cut through the whole card. I don't want to do that. That would be one difficult shaker card. All right, so one more time. So that will be, again, you're going to want to save that little house. So the last one is going to be out of smoky slate. We'll fold that in half. Let's grab the last piece of our printed paper. Let me put adhesive on the back. Oops, not so much. Just a dab will do ya where the house is going to be, so I'll put that on. Kind of hard doing it over the machine. All right. Put my house on here. This time I think I'm going to center it a little bit more and not have it so close to top or bottom. I don't know. Maybe I want to bring it up. You have your option. All right. This will be the last one. Okay. So now I won't need to bring in that anymore. So the last three that we're going to make, you die cut out your houses. Okay, let's get situated here. All right, so I said the next one was going to be smoky slate, or basic gray. And what we're going to do, you know what? I didn't need to cut this. Let's see. That's all right. I got lots of basic gray, so we're gonna go with it. Four and a quarter. I said, I warned you that tonight's cards were a bit technical when you're doing 6 different, and you got to try to remember how each one was done. So 4 and a quarter by 11 scored at 5.5. There, that's done. We're going to take this and we're going to take a window sheet. These window sheets come 12 by 12, and I cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5, so it covers my whole birdhouse there. And now I need my tape, which I sat down someplace. Oh, here it is. All right, so I'm going to go around the house with my tape. And if you wanted to use liquid glue, you could do that. You just want to make sure that you got your bases covered pretty well all the way around. And then you're going to put your window sheet over the top. I'm going to just like burnish that so that I know it is stuck down really well. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the foam strips and you're going to go close to the opening of your house. Where's my little scissors? Another downfall to having so much going on is then you can't find your stuff. All right, I'm gonna have to use my big scissors, I guess, because I don't know what I did with it. This is the part that probably takes the longest. You want to go all the way around your house. You are creating a barrier so that your sequins or glitter or whatever shiny little object. You can even do die cuts if you want to die cut some of those flowers. Put those in there. You could use the glimmer paper so your flowers are shiny. Just die cut a bunch of them, stick them in there. Whatever you want your shaker stuff to be. You want no cracks. So you want to cover up, overlap, go front, behind. I gotta make sure I got the sticky. With your tape. Go as tight. I'm gonna go down here. Go as tight as you can. Like I said, you don't want any little piece exposed, because those sequins will make their way out. They just have a way of doing that. And so there we go. So now I'm going to just put a little bit in the corners so I get it kind of even. Kind of even all the way around. And I'm going to just go right across the bottom. And then I will put some here. You probably think, wow, I kind of just like it to be nice and flat and even all the way around. Let's go here. Sticky. And here. And there we go. That should be good. We should have all our bases covered. We are going to put our sequins in there, and then we want to center that on the front of our card like so. Oh, and you know what? Some of that was peeled off. So what I'm going to do, so that I can kind of get where I am, I'm going to just draw a line here. And if I had my straight edge ruler, let me see, it's up like this. All right, so now when I have my card set in here, and when I flip, because I have to have this centered in here, and then I'm going to put this, then it should be kind of centered. So I'm going to peel off my tapes first, because I've been known to get it stuck to my finger and the sequins goes flying everywhere. So I'm just going to take some precautions here. That is sticky. So some things learn from experience. And there are other things that you will learn on your own without me even telling you. Okay, so we should be good. I think, because I just don't want that to move, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive in that corner there, and maybe down here. I should be able to just pull it right off, hopefully. That looks pretty centered to me. All right, so this time, what am I going to use? I have these. They're little balls. They're called effervescent element. Like opaque. See what I mean? I got my fingers stuck to it. Okay, I'm going to call that good. Now I'm going to take my card and I'm going to very nicely place that. Hopefully we're in, looks pretty good. All right, now I've went and die cut out pieces of that birdhouse. And we're going to just put those on the front, kind of like so. And I thought I had the little circles die cut. I'm going to grab one. Oh, I see. It is the glare from the camera, or from the thing that you're seeing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick those all on there. Now I could use liquid glue. Do I want to mess with that? I hate liquid glue on window sheets because it always leaves a little smear. I might do my glue dots. I think that's what I'm going to do. They're very sturdy for holding stuff in place. So it should work very well. See? And let's start with the peak and work out like that. We'll do the same with this. And this is the new in color. It's the Petunia Pop, which I think it really pops with that gray. And let's get one more there. And whoops. Let's do the point first. Point to point. Nice. We'll do the little, now this I can put with that. Fit that right in there. Now I'm not going to be using this house that I cut out, that I die cut out. So you can use that on really any card. Make another one, right? I guess if you're in a hurry and want to make a quick shaker card, the little envelopes are the way to go. I'm going to put that there. Let's put some on our green. And we'll put, let's see, we'll put that there. We have our little flowers. And we'll put them on. Like, I could also pop them up. And I have a bird who's colored, but I don't see him right now. Let's see. Where, oh where is my bird? It's one of those nights. One of those nights. All right, I have a bird who is not colored, so I'll have to quickly color him. I have the pumpkin pie for the beak, and for the beak and his feet. And where is my blends? I am losing it. Losing it. But I would put him, probably, maybe we'll put him up there on his perch. We're going to color his beak with the pumpkin pie, and then his feet. And where is, let's see, that's fresh freesia. That's berry burst. That's blackberry bliss. I'm gonna have to open up one, because this is the petunia pop. I'm gonna start with the light and just kind of go around his body. He is a little thing, so there's not really a whole lot. I'm not a very good watercolorist, so I can color with with the blends just fine, but I am not a shadow or shade person. And then I'll come in with a little bit of that dark. Kind of like so. Quick and easy. But I will put him, I think I will, do I want to, I'm thinking I'm going to pop him up. Maybe off to the side like that. Maybe like that. I am going to, maybe I'll just glue dot him on. I'll just put right on there. Maybe like that. This time I think I'm going to take some pearls and put those on there, because they kind of go with those round beads. And then for the inside I have just white. I'm going to use my strip again that's left over. Let's see, you can make it full. You can do the whole piece. If you wanted to make it into a gift card holder, just put some tape down here and you can slide in across the bottom, and then you can slide a gift card in there depending on what you want to use your card for. I'm going to go ahead and attach this like so, and I probably will cut another bird and put that on the inside, because I really like that little bird on the inside. He is just cute. But there you have your shaker on that. So just like that. All right, so the next one is this one right here. We're going to go with the smoky slate. And we're going to put, I need window sheet on here and window sheet on here. So we're going to put our adhesive again all the way around. Put our window sheet on. You know, I would have had all this done up ahead of time if I could have, but I couldn't because we had to cut our paper. So you just have to bear with me. For this one, window sheet. All right, I did get sticky on there. Hopefully it's not going to show. All right, burnish that on there. All right, now we're going to go window, window. So we're going to put our tape so we can shaker that inside there. But I'm going to put my piece that's going to go on the inside. I should have done it through the window, which I didn't do. I'm going to have to get this. I should have stuck that. See, don't do it as I do. I'm going to put this in where I want it to go. And then I got to figure out where that birdhouse. You know what? I'm going to go like this. Perfect. Oh, that's not right. Can I get that out? Yes, I can. All right, that we don't need. We are going to actually have a card inside of a card. So I have a piece that is 5 1/4 by 8 scored at 4 inches. Fold that in half. That is going to go inside here. All right. Place that right like so. Put my house back in the spot. That looks exactly where I want that. Close this up. Should be pretty darn close. I don't know if I even want to try to move it. I think I'm going to just leave it. It is pretty close. Pretty close. All right. This is going to be on the top. We're going to make that into a shaker. So let's see. This is going to be tricky. How did I do that? I think I'm going to have to put my tape on here. So it is time to start thinking before taping. Think before tape. I'm going to just kind of try to get this done a little bit quicker. Probably getting sick of watching me flub up. I'm going to put crust. Okay. Almost. And I got one little spot right here. There. And then I'll put across the, I gotta be careful I don't go too close to the bottom or the side, because that piece is going to be a little bit smaller than This piece might be a little long. Let's see. I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be very good. I am going to, I don't like these gaps here, so I'm going to just fill these in. I know I shouldn't be so picky because you guys are just waiting. All right, I'm going to call it good. No, I'm going to put one right here too. Then I think I'm pretty covered. All right, so again, I'm going to take off all my little tapes. At least I got a little edge here I can hold on to, so I hopefully don't lift up and spill all over the place. All right, almost. And let's see. Let me see here. Okay. Now I'm going to put the same little balls in that I did before. I'm going to hold that down. That looks pretty good. And now I'm going to try as best as I can cute. Now I'm going to take that same green and I'm going to put a couple glue dots on the back side. And I'm going to try to match that up like so. And then I should have a couple of those flowers. Let me see. These are all my little cut pieces. I see the flowers I want at the bottom, of course. Do you do that? Do you have lots of stuff already pre-cut so that when you need them, they're ready to go? But like I said, this was a big project to prepare for. That one I stuck the wrong way. I guess I'm going to just snip off one of these little ones from the trio here. Alright, so now I'm trying to go right over top of the ones like we're showing. And I think I'm going to take my little stand and attach that, and then I'll just need to snip that right about there. Is that how you measure too, with your fingernail? Let me close that up before I tip those over, because I'm good about doing that. Oop. Let's see. There we go. So I'm going to place this at the bottom, like so. And then I think I will come in with those pearls again. I like those. Maybe I'll do the itty bitty ones this time. So this one is see-through, and then you have your card front, and then you have the inside. Now on the inside, I'm going to take that leftover strip that we have, and I'm going to cut that at 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to put that across the bottom. And then, do I have another little bird? I should have another little bird here someplace. All colored. You know, I'll find this stuff when I'm all done. But I will put another little bird on the inside there. And then if you like, what you could do is take the Stylish Shapes dies. I have the banner here. And the Happy Birthday from the Country Flowers. And here's my basic gray. Let's see if I can. Stamp. And then, let's see, where is my cardstock? I just want a little strip of that Summer Splash. Here's Summer Splash. So I just want a 1/4 of an inch by whatever, doesn't matter. And I'm going to attach that to that strip. Alright, and I'll do my little flaggy of the ends. And then I will attach that underneath here. I want to keep this flat just because we already got all the bulk here. And so when you open it up, you got your happy birthday. I'm going to do another little bird on the inside there. Cute little shaker happy birthday card. One more. We are on our last one. And this one is a little bit easier. We won't have to do all that taping. Let's see. Where's my cut piece? Right here. All right. So you're going to take your house that you die cut. Let's see. What do I got? You can do any of the shakers with that. I'm definitely going to be saving that. But to save time on stamping and all that, I already went ahead and die cut it out of basic gray, ran it through that timber embossing folder, and then kind of secured everything in place. Now this one again is going to be like the last one. We're going to have a card on the inside. And fold this in half. This is going to be attached here. See if I can get myself situated. This is going to be on the inside, so that's all the same. The only difference is this part right here. What we're going to do is you are going to take, you all have these gorgeous gems, and you're probably like me, and you open this up. And it doesn't have to be any, it can be any gems that you have, as long as your bag will fit. This one is a little bit big compared to the one I used on my sample. Let's see. We're going to make it work. So you're going to take your, just like we did in the beginning with the clear envelope, you're going to take those cello bags that we get when our embellishments come in. We're going to put our, I don't know why this one is wider than my sample, but we'll go with it. Put your, oh, that's a lot. Put your sequins in there. This has been quite a night. Put your sequins in there and we're going to seal that shut. Let's see. I'm going to sandwich that in between. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold that over a little bit, make it smaller. I don't want the folded part to show, so I got to come back just a bit. About the width, I would say, of my tear tape here, or my snail tape. And that's going to be pretty good. Now on my sample I put the plastic to the inside, but now I'm thinking I might stick it in the outside. And then you won't see it on the inside. So I'm improvising here as I go. That's what you do sometimes. All right, so I am going to, you know what, since I'm going to make that just a little bit smaller to keep my sequence in the, that looks good, to keep my sequence in the window more. And now I would tape this, and I'm going to use my white liner tape. All right. Now, that's my front. This card is going to go in here. So let's attach that. Like so. Let's get this put in place. Close this up. Perfect. All right, now I take that white line tape off there and we place that in. I see my tape's got to lift up just a hair here. We should be good. So just a little something you can do with those gems, the packaging, save those for your shaker cards. They're free. All right, so let's get this. attached. Oh yeah. So we have that. We're going to put our bird. Do I want to put them on the front? And then put some more, do the same with our flowers here. Pop that on the front. I could put a bird in here and here. We'll just have lots of birds. All right, so let me line that up. I'm going to put my glue dots over here. All right, and we're going to match up those like so. And then I don't know if I want to pop up my bird on the front, because then you're going to see them on the inside. I'm okay with the flowers and the greenery, but I don't think I want my bird. So I'm going to put glue dot here to hold that better in place. And then I got my couple more pink flowers. And I need a big one. So one's gonna go there. I got one more. Big one is gonna go right there. I'm gonna put the pearls on the front ones because I can. And I'm going to put my bird inside here. I'm going to put him up there. I'm just going to put my adhesive. Maybe like that. You can see them in the front window there. And then it opens like this and then open up. I still got my last little strip that I can put on the inside here. I'm going to just trim that just slightly. Put that across the bottom. I'm going to be coloring another little bird. Oh, I got one right here. I'm going to put that there. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I'm finished. I could put another strip like I did on the other, or let's see, maybe I'll put this. So then I just need to trim that down. I got glue on there. So if I stick that there and I trim it right there, almost done. Little details, little details. Yeah. Nice. All right, so this probably is a little bit simpler than the last one, but I will run through them all again, just showing you the different ones. I won't say exactly how I did them because we've been there, done that once. It was enough. So, okay, so we have this one right here using our little gem packet. And then we have this one right here that was 2 pieces of the window sheet. All right. So I guess what I would have done, I should have probably, well, I guess what you could do if you don't like seeing that window sheet on the back, you could take a piece of, I got lots of it laying around, cut it to size of the smoky slate and put it, you know, over the top. Then you want to see, well then you can't see through, so you don't want to do that. I should have put the window sheet on top of the gray. That's what I should have did, and then you wouldn't have seen it. Put it on the wrong side. So I live and learn. I didn't even think of that until now. It should have been on top of the smoky slate. All right, so that's a mistake there. Sorry. So that stupid glare, you have the embellishment packaging, the window sheets. This one was window sheet, but only one. I think I should have put that house inside of there on that gray. I think that would have looked nice. See, live and learn. You can change it every time. This one, you have the clear bag, so it does. This is how it opens with your little shakers. This one is the clear bags again, just done a little bit different. And then the first one with the clear bags as well. So those are your 6. Aren't they gorgeous? Even though I flubbed up on a few, they still look beautiful. If you need any of the supplies for tonight's cards, make sure that you click the show more under the video. I have the list of the supplies that I use. Click on any of those supplies, add them to your shopping cart. I do appreciate any and all orders. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell in the upper right hand corner so you know when I go live. That is it for tonight. Thanks for sticking with me through all my troubles. And they didn't turn out too bad for not having them done up ahead of time to see how it was going to go. But tweaking here and there and you will love your shaker cards. That's it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.